Hi guys, this is Sidney. So today I was feeling called to share some Ascension energy updates for those of you who are going to resonate with it. So as always, tune into your own heart and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so you can keep your power to yourself. So Source, my spirit team, and Gaia have been giving me all this experiences without information. So what I had to do was I had to be exposed to all this information and energies, and then I had to meditate, reflect, and sit with it to understand the messages, and that's what they wanted me to do this time. And this is what happens a lot of the times that I have to meditate and consolidate. But this time, the information, the energies were very much in the, I would say, the energy of the unknown, and a lot of chaos and confusion. So the purpose behind what the source is telling me is that the purpose behind me that they wanted me to experience this is because this is what the collective is experiencing right now, or that is starting to experience. Right now I'm just playing some music in the background that's more like a healing frequency for people who in order to, in a way, to provide that healing frequency if someone tunes into it while listening, because that's what we are being called to be in right now. Especially if you resonate as a light worker or star seeds, that you are on a specific soul mission right now at this time. That the energy in the Sagittarius season, especially beginning of December. So the Sagittarius season started at the end of November, and moving into the beginning of December, energy has been starting to be a little bit more chaotic. So in the latest video, the very latest one that I shared, I mentioned that the energy of the Sagittarius season is restless. So it's we are being called to ground our energy, find our own center. So I was tapping into the energy a little bit, and then it started to become a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more fiery, in a sense that it was giving people a lot of this restless energy, very impulsive energy, where they want to do this and do that and do this and do that, for example. And then with that, one may have been feeling the energies of chaos, confusion, and then lack of self-control. And also, therefore, it was leading to a lot of self-blame and self-criticism for not controlling the situation, or not having the answers, or not figuring out between A and B. And so this was creating a lot of that energy of the anxiety. So the energy that is very prevalent and commonplace in the collective right now. So this may be felt uniquely on an individual level, in a unique way. But the collective energy that I'm getting is much of the energy of the anxiety from this feeling of restlessness. And also with this comes certain levels of frustration, dissatisfaction, and then it's leading to some sort of sadness deep down. So This is also being expressed as anger as well, when the frustration is leading to anger. So there are two directions that I'm seeing. The frustration or the restless energy or the anxiety is leading an individual to the energy of sadness or energy of anger, dissatisfaction. When one has a lot of karmic energy in relation to control, they will experience a lot of anger, frustration more. And then if one has a lot of the karmic energies of guilt and blame and all the self-critical energies, one may express that as a lot of deep sadness. But it's all intertwined. So you may feel anger, frustration from anxiety, and then feel a deep sense of sadness, or it could go in this direction, that direction. So the energy is very much, I would say, all over the place, which I've been keep mentioning since the last couple of videos ago, tapping into the future energy, I would say. So what could happen is people projecting this energy out if one is reacting to what is happening right now. So it could be expressed as anger towards other people, hatred towards other people, and extremity of that expression could be spreading out in the collective, where it's very chaotic energy that's keep coming up. And that also what the source and Gaia and my spirit team wanted me to experience, and they're giving me the information, was about a lot of these so-called conspiracy theories are coming to the surface, which is part of the Ascension process right now, where in order for things to be reborn, all that was old must come down, and in the process of coming down, there will be a lot of chaos and destruction, and we need to experience this chaotic destruction in order to reconstruct, and we are in the midst of that right now. Therefore, the role of light workers, starseeds, earth angels, or however you resonate, you don't need to resonate with these terms, but if you're simply resonating with this energy and message right now, then you're being called to go in, stay in, focus inward, continue to focus on gratitude, the basis of all that is, in order to hold the frequency for the collective by you living in that highest timeline, however you resonate with these terms, right? Living in peace, living in harmony, living in joy, living in contentment, living in gratitude. That is the abundance that is in the present moment right now. So that's what I'm guided to share for light workers and anyone resonating, to, despite all the chaos that may be going on, detach and then continue to live your highest timeline or the highest vibration, and continue to act based on harmony. So you may also experience this energy even though you are intentionally going in, but the energy is affecting everyone in the collective. So whenever you feel restless, whenever you feel like you want to conclude something by making a decision quickly right now, but you're not feeling really tuned in, and all these energies that are pulling you in one direction and the other one, and you're tiptoeing between these two, or juggling or weighing between option A or option B, or direction A, direction B, answer A, answer B, however you resonate with these terms and situations right now. What the source, Gaia, and my spirit team is sharing is to first ground your energy and then align, gather all your energies to your center is very important, because the energy is very much chaotic right now in the collective. It's affecting everyone, so it may pull you in many different directions, so that we need to take more intentional extra energy to bring our energy to the center and come to harmonize these opposing forces that are going on outside, and then channel that into the center of your own self, and then align and hold that energy, and then from that place of harmony and balance and alignment, then you can have clarities that is aligned with your highest self, highest timeline, so called, so that's how you can move through these ascension phases or transitions or processes right now, is what I'm going to share. So my spirit team, source, and Gaia have been giving me a lot of these energies of the conspiracies, theories, and people debating over what is real, what is not, what is fake, and also the energies of, now we are getting more the AI. So what is AI, what is real, and a lot of these things are starting to play out on social media, as well as all the dark side of the entertainment industry that's correlated to all the systems. It's like the blood vessels. What I see is the blood vessels. So these vessels are all connected. The religion, the politics, the business, the financial systems, the entertainment systems, everything, the school system, hospitals, everything that we are living under, all these vessels that have been created are all interconnected, and there are a lot of the energies that are coming out to the surface very explosively, and this is just the beginning, is what they want me to share. So the word that is coming up is hang tight. We need to hang tight. We need to stay centered and very strong and discerning from this point onwards, especially moving towards 2025, where we will have a lot of the fire and air energies, and we are going to experience that for the first time. So what also took place was a lot of fire energy on the 4th, on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of December, where you may have been feeling some sort of energy shift, where people may have been feeling extra tired and is experiencing so-called physical ascension symptoms during that time, was because we had all these planets in fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. That's very, very, very much fiery. And we just had the Pluto moving into Aquarius. That's another air sign. So this is something that I also kept mentioning in the last couple of videos, that the air and fire energy that we are moving into, that's going to accelerate everything. This is coming as like roller coaster ride. If you go to a theme park, we were just riding like merry-go-round, and this is the speed of the roller coaster. That's what they want me to share. So we are not used to the speed, we are not used to this kind of energy, we are not used to this level of chaos and confusion. As more souls are on a subconscious, unconscious level choosing, and there's going to be more division being expressed. So souls who are choosing to awaken themselves, souls who are choosing to stay where they are. So these forces are going to collide and clash. One now awakening and getting suspicious of old traditions and what they are seeing on media, and they first get into the conspiracy theories is what I'm guided to share. But that level of consciousness or the dimension is the transition to the next phase of ascension. So a lot of souls are going to dig into conspiracy theories, and a lot of the things will also come up and be shared, discussed, and even argued between. That's going to create another energy of chaos, confusion, and some sort of war between brothers and sisters, like within the family. That's the old energy. And what Gaia, Source, and my spirit team is saying, that is just it's part of the process right now. So if you resonate that you're awakened now, you have gone through some sort of healing and you are now a lot more integrated, you're being called to continue to heal and continue to stay integrated, continue to ascend. At the same time, you have now more capacity to hold space for the collective. So Gaia and Source especially are really calling me to share these words and messages at this time for these souls and contribute right now. That's part of your soul contract. So as a lot of people are going to awaken, they want to seek peace, they want to find meaning of life, they're unhappy with who they are, where they are, and they're searching for the ultimate answers. And with that, they experience a lot of frustration, negativity, and discontentment first. But that is part of the process. So a lot of these negativities will come out to the surface now, and some may choose to project, some may choose to act out, some may choose to react to that, therefore creating a lot of these argumentative energies between each other, and even in a very aggressive, very ugly form could come out, because it's just part of the process as the frequency of the earth is continuing to rise and the acceleration is being pushed by the celestial energies, astrological transits, all the supports right now with the fire and air. So also what they want me to share is that Neptune is moving into or Neptune is going into Aries, another fire sign, for the next, I believe, 14 years or so. That's part of the cycle of the Neptune. So before it was the Neptune in Pisces. So all these planets, and also right now we are still having North Node in Aries, and we've been having this since last year. So there are a lot of energies that are being called for us to release and to come to our own true self and find our authentic self and speak our truth, and that's the energy right now. And also a lot of these people who are brave, who are in the forefront here, speaking the truth with bravery and courage, despite a lot of the hatred that they may receive or threats, or all these energies that are trying to suppress, oppress them from stop speaking, using a lot of force of fear in all kinds of forms. They're not going to stop, and they will continue to speak their truth. And people may not believe them. People think they're not speaking the truth or speaking the truth. However it is, there are going to be further divisive forces between these energies of people coming up more to the surface, speaking up about the truth, about the dark side of certain industries and systems that they have experienced, and abuses and misuses and all those things. And as they speak up, more of these divisive forces, one is defending them, the other one is attacking them in a more intensive way, is what I'm going to share. So as light workers, starseeds, earth angels, divine feminine rising, however you resonate with these terms, we are being called to hold our light, hold our frequency high, and hold that energy for the collective, for these brave souls to continue to carry on with their soul mission. They are experiencing, there were a lot of these sacrifices made in the past as well. A lot of people was terminated by speaking their truth, being threatened, living in fear, but they continued on. And this is going to be more increasing in numbers, and all this hidden side in the dark forces are going to be revealed, and more discussions, chaos, opinions, and arguments. So the key here is not to react to anger. And this is also part of all the anger that we've been carrying throughout all our ancestral lines, where we experience a lot of wars and horrible stuff in the age of darkness experimentation, of the patriarchal society, of centralized society. And so with this big oppression and suppression, we hold a lot of anger within our energies and energy bodies on a cellular level. And what I'm going to share is this energy right now is helping us to release this energy, but a lot of these souls in the collective will be expressing that through projection still, when one is not taking accountability, or not choosing to, or not being scared to go in and look at their shadow aspects. This is what they're going to play out, and that is just part of the phase or the process of separation of the old and new earth, so-called, on a physical reality level, however you resonate with these terms. So right now, and also the other side will continue to wake up, and they will make choices to continue to find answers within themselves. And one of the things that I'm also guided to share is that as light workers and starseeds, if you're in that service of coaching or providing reading or energy transmission, however it is, you can still support them. That's part of your mission. But we are not to, we are here to hold love, compassion, and empathy that's going to help them feel safe to meet with their own shadow self. That's the key right now. Instead of this is what you are, this is what you need to do, and that's the answer. We are not here to give them answers. We are not here to make them heal. That's only going to create another form of enslavement and attachment, and that's not the energy of the new earth. So hold love, compassion, and support. So the key is to make people feel safe to talk about their true emotions, and also to feel nurtured and safe enough to speak their truth, and also to feel encouraged to face their own darkness or the shadow or the painful experiences of trauma of the past. So that's how they can heal themselves. So we are here to support by giving them certain tools sometimes, or guidance and insights to heal themselves. But first and foremost, you must hold that love, energy of love, compassion, from a space of peace, harmony, joy, understanding, and unconditional self within yourself first, so that you be that beacon of light for these individuals who are choosing to awake right now, and not to go into the rabbit hole of the conspiracy theories and all these things going on. Whether it's true or not, it's not our job to figure that out. It's just the part of the process. So also what Source, Gaia, and my spirit team have been having me to experience was to watch these movies of the Disneyland and the energy of the Disneyland, or the movie industry in particular, music industry. Once again, a lot of information. And within that industry, there are a lot of chaotic energies right now, and also they had me see the animation that came out, Moana 2, and the movie Wicked. So for me personally, I never in this lifetime knew about the story of the Wicked, or I never was into it. I was never exposed to it. Just that I saw when I was, living in New York, going into New York City a lot, that I saw the sign of the Wicked. But when it came out here, I was feeling pulled to watch the movie for some reason, and then they had me see all these interviews of the actresses and other movies of the actors and interviews and all of that, and I had to sit with the information and meditate, reflect why they're showing me this, and the energies right now was about how exposing how these movie industries are very much under corruption at this time. Even a lot of the children's animation or Disney animations, the frequencies and the energies there, the music, it's beautiful, but still there are a lot of programming that is tied to conditioning people's mind with the lyrics and songs that's very much commercialized. So I noticed this with some of the songs in Wicked. It was very entertaining at the same time. Something was messing up with the crown chakra. It was blocking the crown chakra, even though the song was singing in I don't know if it's the actress, I don't know if it's the musical notes or the energies there for some reason, but the energy afterwards that I didn't realize at first, it was pure like entertainment, excitement and fun. And a few days later I had to learn that my crown chakra was being blocked. So this is not to say for me that what is this and what is that that's good or bad, but the purpose behind me sharing this from Source and Gaia, my spirit team, or having me experience and realize this, is that to tune into the frequency and tune into your intuition rather than what's being said, how things appear. on the outside, and a lot of these people in the so-called industries, they're being used to saying politically correct things, so-called what people like. So they're used to pleasing the audience, they're used to pleasing the fans in order to keep the fans, which is another codependent relationships. So the love there isn't pure. So with these experiences, I'm not here to say that movie is bad, you shouldn't watch it, you should watch it. I'm not coming from that place. Just that they have me experience it so that I could share this message to tune into your own intuition, to discern and to tune into the energies and the frequency rather than what they're saying, how they're presenting, and also how people are framing their words, how people are framing their questions. You want to stay tuned in to what they're doing. There's a lot of so-called ganging up, so mass gaslight. So for example, if you go into the entertainment industry, you sense something and you speak up about it, and all of a sudden these people in certain power of position, so-called, they start to make you doubt. So are you they have me see certain clips of Oprah Winfrey for some reason. So there are a lot of tactics that have been done in the industry throughout, especially in America. So these energies have been the ones that have been anchoring down the old systems and all these energies. So we must tune into the frequencies and the energies, because energies cannot be deceived. Energy never lies, so called. The frequencies we can tune in. So the more you are awake, the more you are transparent with yourself, the more you are aligned, the more you are detached, you are able to observe and detect and discern these energies. But once we get sucked into all these theories and conspiracy theories and what is right and wrong, and have that judgment and negating someone over my opinion being right or being superior, that's the ego aspect that is coming out. We need to stay neutral, or continue to stay neutral in that sense. Okay, so you may be surrounded by certain friend groups or family members or colleagues or people around you, basically. If that's the energy, there are going to be more divisive energies. And then you just need to be aware and notice. At the same time, a lot of these relationships are going to be revealed with their true colors of someone or the nature of the relationship. Therefore, there may be a lot of breakups, or also at the same time a lot of new formations of soul tribe merging. So with that, more divisive forces. And once again, with those playing out or choosing to react or act out and project continuously, we're to stay detached, not get into anger, not get into judgment. That's the hook that they want us to, or want other people to get into. So they trigger us to stay misaligned or disaligned, get out of our own element or energy of peace and safety within ourselves. So just be aware of these hooks of triggers, especially through a lot of anger, using authoritative power and forces. So that's going to be another training, another test and growth experiences for a lot of the light workers and star seeds in the collective as we go through this transition that is just starting, is what I'm guided to share. So these individuals, we all have different karmic contracts and experiences, one designed uniquely. So we are not to interfere with whatever they may choose to do, even if it's family members. You are to stay detached. If you need to continue that relationship dynamic as family, it's your sole choice. If you if you choose to detach, you can still hold love, but you must release any of the energy of resentment that you may be holding against certain family members or certain people, and continue to release these energies and transmute, transform. Another message that Source and Gaia and my spirit team wanted me to share is that certain individuals in the spiritual community are guiding people to channel this anger, because it is the ancestral energies, which in to a certain degree that is how it is, because we are carrying all this ancestral energy, especially since mid-November, moving into the Sagittarius season. A lot of the ancestral energy of the anger, which I mentioned as my Native American lifetime, that story briefly in the latest videos. But just like artists, they have the ability to channel this energy into very creative forces, and they create beautiful music, beautiful movies, writings, and a lot of inspiration for the masses. But at the same time, this is not directly facing these energies yourself, meaning it's another form of I wouldn't say projection, but this is not the highest way to release or transform these energies. So you can use dancing, you can use music, you can choose what makes you feel joyful and happy, and pursue creative activities in order to channel this out. But there's an energy of distracting yourself from facing these energies head on, which is also always required. So you must feel and process this all together first, and then you can channel it out, and then you can choose something else. But that step must be mandatory, is what I'm guided to share, and you cannot skip it. And once you skip that process, it may feel like you have healed from it for a certain period of time, but you haven't completely transformed it. We must own these emotions fully and completely, first and foremost, is what I'm guided to share. So we are all, in a sense, very much brave just to come down to earth at this time. And these energies of jealousy, hatred, separation, and especially the energies of threat are very much powerful in a very negative sense. When we're in a soul form, in theories, I could do this, I could do that. But when we come down here in practicality, when you live with this, with these emotions and experience these emotions, you understand why the earth is called the most densest place, or the planet. So continue to honor yourself, continue to remember who you are. That is your higher self, that is your soul aspect, so that you can continue to merge with your monad to continue to rise up in consciousness, and basically align with the highest timeline, so-called, of the parallel version of the earth. So another thing that they want me to share is that after I received the information and meditated, what I received was on New Earth, in the New Golden Age, continue to have that vision towards the New Earth instead of going down the rabbit hole or what is taking place right now. So hold or use your imagination to that of the highest intentions that way, and align your energies with that. So the information that they want me to share is that on New Earth, a lot of the houses or the architectural formations will also shift to match that of the divine feminine energy frequency. So called right now, there are a lot of squares and sharp edges in the buildings that we live in, but in the New Golden Age, a lot of the buildings or the so-called houses will be very much round shaped, like that of the dome shaped of what I see in the psychic vision is like that of the Greece. A lot of the Greek houses in the island, very much white and round shaped, something of that sort. So that's where we are moving into, healing a lot of the misaligned, unbalanced divine masculine energy in the collective, and going into the divine feminine energy of the flow state, which I keep mentioning, that we are to embody the state of navigating, and we are going to, the energy of the Neptune will play a big role in this. So we need to utilize the energy of Neptune properly, is what I'm also guided to share. And that especially as Neptune is going into Aries, Aries can hold, when it's unbalanced, a lot of impulsive, very aggressive, explosive energies. But when it's channeled right and aligned in balance and harmony, we can use that energy in a very constructive form to lead, to initiate, to build something with a lot of bravery and courage, and charging ahead. So we are really being called to continue to stay once again in balance, in love, in peace and harmony, and not to judge or analyze much, but to hold love and space, and compassion, empathy for one another, and also have that higher understanding that everyone is going through their, or playing out their own karma, basically, whether they're from this, or they're this, and they're that, they're this. There are a lot of divisions in the spiritual community, so-called, if you are so-called, you know, like from Draco, or this or that, you are this, you're that. So there are a lot of labelings also within the community, and there are also fear that's tied to that within the community, which may be in a factual standpoint, there are different levels of energies, and there are lower entities, and there are other beings and so-called energies that are not of highest good for all, that is not tied to source, which is factual. But at the same time, you're not to focus on that. We are not to stay judging, stay labeling, and just stay detached and focus on what's most needed, what's most so basically realign and prioritize, continue to prioritize your energies, and continue to prioritize self-love, self-care, self-kindness that's needed for the collective. So as you do this, you become the beacon, you hold love and light for all these souls who are suffering in confusion and chaos, or suffering to awaken themselves right now, or still choosing to stay in the dark, however it is, we came here to support Gaia, Source, and the universe at large. So if you're resonating, you may be connected to a lot of the angelic realms. That's what for some reason I'm going to share a lot of earth angels. So we are here to hold that energy. And there are going to be more people who are in a role in the public to speak their truth, which they are having to experience a lot of the energies of threats and a lot of these heavy energies, and they're in their role, and we are to hold a space for them and continue to send love, healing, and protection energy for those for all of the truth seekers, speakers, those brave souls who are on the forefront here at this time, who chose to play that role, is what I'm going to share. So there may be certain informations that you are connecting with these energies of conspiracy theories and what's going on, but just allow yourself to handle or perceive that as information rather than entertainment, is what I'm going to share, because we've been conditioned to stay addicted to everything entertainment and consider everything as entertainment, like politics is entertainment, for example, is what is coming up. It's another pastime hobby to debate over what's right and wrong and argue with one another. So that's the energy. They want us to stay arguing, that want us to stay fighting, they want us to stay divisive. So that's not the energy that we are going to be manipulated into anymore. So Source, Gaia, and Spirit Team, do you want me to share any more information? Okay, so what is coming is the light codes transmission is coming on. So I'm going to, with the light language and light codes transmission, I'm going to help those of you who are resonating and connecting right now, which is that I'm sending a lot of love, a lot of appreciation for connecting and you aligning with your highest intentions to hold this for the collective at this time. So I want to support those of you who are in that place right now from a genuine, sincere energy that we are reciprocating. So I'm going to clear up your crown chakra, your auric field. Hua kaia taka ua taka kia takia taka kua kaia taka hua kakikia ia taka ua tikia kia kikia ia taka hua taka ia kikia hua taka kia ia hua wa ia taka ua takikia taka ua. So you can continue to hold your space in peace, harmony, joy, love, abundance within. Atakai, ataka, uatakiki, ataka, kuataka, uatakiki, ataka. So these are the codes of peace that I'm transmitting. Utukuku ataki, atakiki, ataka, uataka, utukuku ai, atakiki, ataka, ualalai, ataka. kuataki atalalai atakaki atakaku atakikiai atakakau atakau atakaki atikiakia atakia kau atatai atakakua kuakutuai atakau atakwa. Cleansing your aura, strengthening your auric field right now. Utukuai atakai atakakaka, giving you protection. Utukuai atakai and also they want me to continue this on a separate video on Patreon for equal energy exchange. So anyone feeling pulled to continue to receive and connect with these energies, you can choose to go to the Patreon as well, so where we can exchange your energies on an equal level and reciprocate. Okay, so so I was pulled to this pyrite stone since like a couple of days ago, so I had just put it on the table with me and I just worked with it, and somehow when I opened my eyes it was communicating with me. So I'm going to use this to give you some crystal Reiki right now to cleanse your space, remove any negative energies or lower entities that may be attaching to your auric field. Clean that up. Wakai atakai atakaki atakau atakaki kiakau atakaki atakau kuku ataki akai ataka ikikiakau atakaki atakau atakai atakakua kuku akai atakau atakaki ataka. Clearing your third eye. You can also visualize your third eye as a crystal ball. And then when you sense any fogginess or impurities around, it's like you're cleaning that crystal bowl right now. And visualize you moving your third eye in a clockwise direction, turning round, round, round like this to clear your third eye. And you can do this to all your chakras to stay balanced and clean up the energies. Always clockwise, turning, 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 and moving it faster and faster, and allowing the energies to move up, okay? So I'm just cleaning up your third eye, and you can visualize that. And in your mind's eye until you see your crystal ball, that is your third eye, in a very crystal clear state. Everything is polished, purified, removed. Futuku akai atakaki akiki akau atakai ataka hutuku akai hiataka wai atataki akau huataki ataka kuai atakaka hu atakai ya. So you can see through the illusions, have discernment with the clarity of the mind. Futuku aki ataki ya. So if you feel called to receive further transmission of this, Source and Gaia also want me to do this in the Patreon video. So I'm sharing that information for those of you who may need this, okay? So with that, that the energy of the 21st of December is going to be very potent, where we will, in a way, wrap up the energy of that cross, the Christ consciousness energy of the, which I mentioned in my previous videos, where the axis and the horizontal line of the energies of Gaia is also going to be aligned with the solstice and this energies. So this winter solstice energy, especially this year, is to what they want me to share is that the pole that had been shifted out of alignment, the earth pole that we've been working on, where they had me oversee these several spiritual groups that are chosen by source. They have been placing certain crystals into earth grids. They have been doing a lot of important grid work. Thanks to them, we want to send appreciation for these souls at the same time. At this time, and the X's are successfully aligning. So that's the last message. And so to continue to add to the energy, stay in love, peace, harmony, joy, abundance. Most of all, do that with gratitude and living fully in the present moment by staying detached, observant. So whenever we have attachments, we move to the past so-called energies or the so-called future energies that is not in alignment with the present moment. So enjoy the human things and the physical things around, but we can do it in a place of alignment. So I hope this message and transmission helps those of you who are going to resonate and connect with this energy right now. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.